Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. So today I'm gonna be just showing you guys exactly a follow-up call with a client that I did close. So yeah, other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. It's gonna be the same thing. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is David, and I'll be essentially going through closing call breakdowns, just showing you guys exactly what I've done good, what I've done bad, what I've done wrong. That way you guys can learn from my mistakes. That way you guys can, implement this into your next closing calls and your next sales calls in general here. So let's get started.
How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Been pretty busy with calls lately today. But I mean,
That's good.
you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
That's right.
cool. So same thing applies, right? Obviously, I want to optimize our time here allotted together. I know last time it was about 25 to 30 minutes. This one's a little bit longer. It's about like 30 to 35 to 40 minutes. Just for me to kind of show you like the whole presentation we built out for you. Like I said,
So let me log into. Let me look at this from the computer.
yeah, no, you're good.
I have
So
two screens.
So you'll be switching out from the phone?
No, I'll have two screens on. I don't have a camera on this, or do I? It could. It can work. Okay. Yeah, but let me just find this because did you email me this the link?
I believe I did. I believe I emailed you the link as well as sent it to you through text. Do you want me to email it again?
No. I was trying to find it in my text, but it wasn't populating.
You're good. I see that you have your shirt on, the company shirt. Did you just finish off your job or what happened there?
Yeah, I was working today. Just kind of rushed home.
I didn't make you rush home, did I?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No, rushed home because it was, yeah. Let's see. Where is it? Did you send it to Betty or Joaquin?
I sent it to, let me check. I believe I sent it to Betty. Let me see. Yeah, I sent it to Betty at bettyswindows.com.
Okay. Oh, cool. There. Sorry, dude.
You're good.
All right. Invalid meeting. That's okay. Fuck it. It's all right. Sorry, I don't want to hold you up.
Oh, you're good. Are you not able to
All
join?
right. No, let's do it. Let's do it here. It's fine. Let's do it here.
Okay, so you're not able to join on the computer?
No, I can't find a link. It says invalid link. So
Give me a quick second. Let me just, because I want to make sure that I get sent. So I just shot it over again just now. So let me know if that came through. Try to refresh it.
get it. Nothing yet. And I'll refresh it again.
Sorry, give me a quick second. Okay, perfect. So I just sent it again. So try to refresh it and it'll load it.
Refreshing. Nothing. Betty at Betty's Windows, right?
Correct. Betty at Betty's Windows.
Bam. All right, finally I got it. Sorry. I see it on my phone. It hasn't populated here yet. No. Boom. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can give it a whirl. I'll listen and do this.
Okay, gotcha. So just to start off, right? Okay, I see that you joined. Like I said, just to start off, I want to kind of recap everything that we said and talk about last meeting, which was, I believe, on Friday, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just leave you on the computer real quick. Okay.
Oh.
So just kind of recap everything. And totally correct me if I'm wrong. If obviously if you're leaving out some stuff as well, let me know as well. That way I can get a little bit more clarity on that. But just to kind of recap everything, you mentioned that you currently have one employee, which is part-time.
So basically, I'll just kind of give you guys a rundown beforehand. Basically, I already had a call with this, lead. We already talked about things. We already went through the whole thing, and then he knows the pricing structure. So right now, it's just him getting a little bit more clarity on like what it is that we do, how the process is going to work when we do onboard him. I believe near the end of the call we do onboard him actually, but other than that, that's just kind of like the rundown. We already had a call with him. This is a follow-up call, and just showing you guys exactly how to take a follow-up call like this to close the client.
Time. You're looking to scale out eventually as well. You're kind of doing everything all yourself manually. And your goal right now is to not kind of worry about the systems, but worry about getting more clients on board, not having to rely on just referrals of pre-existing clients. Is that kind of like the gist of it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And you also said that you've been in business for about 2-3 years. Is that right, or am I wrong on that time frame?
2 years.
3 years. Okay. Perfect.
2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And with your, because I know we didn't really get into like the estimates and like the pricing, right? So in terms of that, how much do you typically charge like per service? Like what's like your regular,
So
price?
average ticket price for residentials would be around like $325. A lot of the times it's higher than that, and rarely is it like lower than that because sometimes I just won't take those jobs if it's too low. And so it just depends. Like if it's too low, but the job is worth it, we have an hourly that we want to hit. We want to hit anywhere from $75 to $100 an hour. That's kind of the only way I can make this business scalable.
Okay.
And so I'm not trying to like charge too little where I can't make that happen with my existing clients.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of operators that are charging lower, and that's okay, but they're just single guys. They're not trying to build a business, they're just trying to make an income.
Mm.
And so, and I'm not saying that I'm not, obviously I am too, but yeah, I'm seeing some lower prices. So, but the people that I have, that those are the prices that seem to be happy with it, with the quality too. I think it's fair,
Yeah, no, it is fair. I mean, we have a client
Yeah.
charging regular average ticket price is $450. So I mean, it's definitely fair enough, right? So it's not like it's too much. Okay, cool. So regular price is $325, working with both residential and commercial. And you mentioned that you had some contracts aligned as well with some commercial clients at the moment right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just writing these down just to kind of keep updated with everything. Okay, cool. So let me share you my screen then, because that's what we're here for. Let me know if you're able to see my screen. I just wanted to give me a quick second. Oop. Okay, perfect. So let me know if you're able to see my screen here.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So just for time purposes, right? Because obviously I want to be very mindful of not just your time, but my time as well here, right? Not going to get into the nitty gritty of like who we are and what we do, or like who we are and like how we started. So I just kind of skip that, just to give you like a high level overview. Obviously, we started like 2-3 years back. We currently have over 150 clients we've worked with in terms of scaling and implementing systems. So we know what we're doing here, right? So to kind of take it from there, me and my developers, we pretty much reviewed the call and we figured out these are the specific problems that you're currently facing right now, right? Obviously, there's long-term problems, but that's for the long term. That's not something you need to be worrying about, right? What you need to be worrying about is just having the foundation in place and then just working your way from there, right? So the first problem is obviously, as a business owner yourself, being owner independent, whether that's servicing, going out in the field, or having your system in place and having automations and just kind of like dealing with clients on that aspect and dealing with admin, that's going to lead into time, right? For example, like if you're spending, I don't know, like let's say 2 to 3 hours a day on just following up with clients, messaging them, emailing them, following up with them, working out the calendar, scheduling them. Obviously, that's going to lead up to what 4 times 7 is 28 hours a week that you're essentially just spending on admin. And like you said, I mean, obviously you're charging anywhere from $100 an hour, and if your average ticket price is like $325, then that's about 3 hours a day that you can allocate to servicing a client, right?
Yeah.
So that's essentially what the biggest problem for you right now is, right? Being owner dependent, manually doing everything yourself. Well, not manually doing everything yourself. Obviously, I know you have some helpers part-time here and there. But I mean, as you scale, you just gotta think about it, right? I mean, you can't really just rely on yourself as a sole proprietor to do everything eventually, right?
Right.
Because I mean, like you mentioned as well, just from saying from your own words, like obviously there are people who are charging lower ticket, but they just do it for like a side hustle, right? I assume you're doing this because you want to eventually.
So yeah, you guys can clearly see I'm just kind of going through the motions of like showing them the presentation one more time, which doesn't hurt. You should be doing that. Let's say you did already show them the presentation. You guys already went through the whole motion the first call. You guys can do it. You guys can do it the second time as well, and it'll be completely fine.
Look at it in the long term. You want to actually build a profitable business, scale this business, not just do it for like a side hustle.
Depending on how interested he is, though, just to give you guys some clarity.
Is that correct?
That's correct. But okay, I understand the problem. I'm in the problem. So let's go to what do you do? What is it that you do?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, like obviously, I want to kind of take it step by step, right?
Yeah, I know.
I can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you what we do, but I mean, if I just kind of skip to that, then I mean, it kind of defeats.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I'm not like a lot of people, and so it's it's up to with me if you just tell me what you do. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of ideas too for your pitch deck, by the way, but we can get into that afterwards. I like you. You're a good guy, but I just want to get. I'm not trying to like be a dick and like
No, you're good.
really or anything. I just get to what you do. Like, I know this problem. I mean, I appreciate all this. It's great, but I understand this.
No, you're good. I mean, I like your style. You want to get to the nitty gritty. You want to get to the bottom.
Yeah, just talk to me.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I don't know. Like, I'm glad that I got better, but yeah, you guys can kind of see like the. Just don't say like some bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't be like, oh, I like it that you're going. No, I like that you're nitty gritty. Like, what the fuck is that? Just don't say that.
I want to just get to the what do you do? How we can work with each other. You know what I mean? Like
100%. So this is exactly what we're going to implement, right? So when we are working with each other, first of all, is we're going to implement a centralized operating system, right? So what this means, just to give you some clarity, is instead of you having to do everything yourself in terms of scheduling, following up with clients, reaching out to leads when they inquire you in the first place, we can essentially set up an operating system, like a foundation, where we can pretty much build automation. So for example, if a client comes in, instead of you always texting them back and forth, saying like, hey, I'm coming in like 5 hours, or just wanted to remind you that our appointment is like in like 5 to 6 hours from now. Instead of you having to do all that, or your assistant, or having to hire someone, we can have automation set in place in that system. In terms of that, we can also help you in terms of like missed call captures, right? So let's say someone calls you, because I know you mentioned on our last call, a lot of people inquire you by calling you in the first place, and then if you don't pick up, then where do those leads go? Maybe somewhere else. Maybe they work with a different company, right? So we don't want that happening. So that's what we can also do. We can set up automations to also help you in terms of when someone calls, if you don't pick up, right? Then we can have automations reach out to them. And even if they don't pick up, right, we're just gonna kind of constantly not bug them, but we're just gonna give them like some reminders saying like, hey, I know you inquired us in the first place. Are you still interested in working with us, right? Just keeping them in the loop.
Cool.
Yeah. And then in terms of the lead generation side, I know we talked about having meta ads set up. For that, I didn't put it on here just because I wanted to kind of just give you like just an example of how that would work. When you do start with the meta ads, we'll do all the scripts. We'll give you the scripts and frameworks. We'll run the ads for you. Obviously, if you have a specific ad that you want us to run, we can do that for you completely free. But the only thing that you'll be doing for that is kind of just just being able to handle the meta ad spend. So just being able to handle the ad spend, as long as you're able to put in, honestly, we would recommend doing anywhere from $30 to $40 a day. Obviously, anything lower than 30 to 35, most of your leads will probably not be the most qualified. And obviously, the more you spend, what some of our clients are spending anywhere from 50 to 70, then the more qualified your clients are going to be, right? But our average ticket in terms of spend and ad spend is anywhere from $30 to $40.
Okay. Explain to me that part, that the more you spend, the more qualifying. Why is that? I thought it was just reach that you were paying for. I didn't think that they were charging to qualify them.
No, so for us, like I said, everything here is custom, right? So with Meta, I mean, it's just kind of like how it goes, right? I mean, the more you spend, it's kind of like a pay-to-win situation. I'm not too sure, like, just because like we're not partnered with Meta, but the more you spend, the more qualified clients you tend to get.
Well,
right? For example,
yeah, the more leads you're going to get it's not that I'm going to get more qualified clients. It's just that I'm just going to get more hits.
Correct. Yeah. So you'll get more leads, but that's where
I'll get more leads. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's where like most people kind of like get confused. Like, okay, well, I mean, it doesn't matter if I get 100 or 1,000 leads. I mean, well, what if like 5 of them are only good? So that's where a lot of people get confused.
I also know like $20 a day gets you about 15, 20 leads.
Yeah, $20.
I know that, and so it's just a scalable thing after that, right?
It's more.
So anyways,
it's more of conversion to answer your question. Like you can get 100 leads, you can get 1,000 leads, but I mean, what's that going to do you? I mean, it's not.
Well, yeah, but yes, the conversions. Then we loop back to the system that you're pitching to create.
Correct. So we're pre-qualified.
Yeah,
and that's where we pre-qualify those leads. Because I mean, like our motto here, just from this conversation alone, is I do not want to book on clients or like potential leads who.
Wait, what happened here? Hold up. Sorry, guys.
It's not that I'm going to get more qualified
Okay.
clients. It's just
Washed. I don't want that to happen because that's not worth your time, and that's not really worth. And that's an unqualified prospect on your calendar, right? So that's where.
okay. That's great.
Correct. So
That's
once you obviously cover the ad spend, we give you script frameworks, or if you have an ad that you want to run, we run those ads for you. And then every time a lead around your area obviously inquires you in the first place, that's when we can pretty much pre-qualify them, ask them certain questions, and then we can have automations reach out to them to determine if they are worth booking or if they aren't worth booking, right? Because we want at least, obviously we'd rather have 5 qualified clients on your calendar rather than 10 to 15 qualified or 10 to 15 clients who might end up just canceling, no showing, or just aren't qualified, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's
so then my next question is, who writes these ads? And then I send you the footage and your team just edit it?
Yeah, so we have an editing, we have an in-house marketing team as well. So it's not like a white label. It's not like we are working with a completely different marketing team outside. It's all in-house. We're working with the marketing team. You'll be speaking with them as well. So you'll be pretty much collaborating with them as well.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, great. And that's all in, like, it's not like you're gonna be messaging them on your phone. You can obviously message them on your phone or me, but you'll get like your own central, place like Slack. I'm not too sure if you've heard of Slack before, but
yeah, I've worked in Slack.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna just get you onboarded, and we'll pretty much be communicating through Slack as well. So This is exactly like how, obviously I'm not gonna go too much in depth because I know you're pretty.
So far, it's going pretty good. Just pretty much staying the frame. That's pretty much it right now.
Straight to the point here. Not going to say why most businesses fail. I mean, obviously you can tell why, right? Because I mean, they just
okay, great. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. No, I'm not saying you're failing. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying no. I'm just saying you're right.
Yeah, I mean, some people I spoke to, they just couldn't really figure out a way, and it's just that their systems couldn't keep up with what they were doing. So that's why some.
I know. I mean, at this point, it's not like the leads that are coming in are too much to handle for me. You know what I mean? It's not like that. I want to build a scalable thing so that I just get leads coming in, I can hire some people and all that. So I like this. Yes, there's systems. I get it. That's the next slide. So these are your systems. Show me that one. What's the next slide?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I'm just going to skip through these problems and the solutions because I know we already talked about that. But this is essentially how the system is going to work, right? For example, it's not like a different software that you're going to use. It's not like you're going to get another software that you have to pay monthly for. It's not like another software you have to pay for. Everything is all done in one single database. So what we're going to do is typically it takes us anywhere from 7 to 14 days determining. Like, obviously, it depends on how complex the system is, right? But obviously, in your standard right now, I don't think it should take anywhere from 7 to 10 days or more. So everything here is essentially automated. So we're going to build it out in one single database, and you're going to get that system. It's kind of like your own CRM, essentially, right? Instead of you using Google Calendar, instead of you just going back and forth using like a payment processor, all of that is integrated into the CRM that we built for you. Or if you already are using the CRM, then we can just integrate everything kind of like a plug-and-play system, like you mentioned. You're using Jobber, right? So we can just kind of plug and play our systems into Jobber.
What would you recommend, though? If I plug it into Jobber, then it becomes a system that's dependent on Jobber. But if I have my own CRM system, it's something that I own forever.
Correct. Yeah. So
because if I switch from Jobber to whatever, or if I'm getting a riff with Jobber, then I'd have to contact you again and be like, hey, can you reprogram this for what? Right?
Yeah, we can do that. So it's everything that we build out. Once it's fully built out, it stays with you forever. So I personally would recommend, if you're already using Jobber, if you already have all the information in there, it's an easy transfer. I mean, we build you the system. You're not paying monthly for the system. It's a one-time implementation fee, like you mentioned on our last call. For Jobber, I know it's like what, like 99 a month or like 297 a month or something like that. Like how much do you typically spend on
Yeah,
Jobber?
it's like probably it's like 200 a month on Jobber.
200 a month. Okay, so I mean, just kind of take that into consideration, right? I mean, if you're spending 200 a month on Jobber, times that by a year, which is 2,400 a year,
Yeah.
right? And obviously, in opposed to that, you have your own system in place where you're not really spending any monthly fees. I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer.
Yeah, but it just depends how the system looks. Because I mean, the reason why I go with Jobber is because it's great. It's a good operating system. It has your schedule. It has like everything, and payments go through there. It's all connected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%.
So
And that's exactly how the system. Yeah, that's exactly what we can build you out on the system just for you as well. Obviously, it's going to look different from Jobber, right? But I mean, everything in terms of like Jobber, because I know Jobber does the scheduling, invoices, does the payment processing as well. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not really an issue for us. I mean, we've done it multiple times already, so we can just implement that all into your personal system or CRM.
Okay.
So this is exactly how the implementation is going to work, right? So let's say we do move forward today, right? I'm not going to talk about the diagnosing operations.
So yeah, I'm still kind of like going through the presentation, like through the motions, but you guys kind of get the idea.
We talked about that in our last call. The first step for us, if we move forward, is we're going to build the custom systems, right? So like I said, typically takes us anywhere from 7 to 14 days for complex systems. For you, it shouldn't take anywhere from 7 to 10 days.
Well, you
We're
have a
gonna
template, right? There's a template.
Template for
here. I don't know for the system that you have.
Oh, I forgot to also mention the biggest thing that you guys want to prioritize with follow-up calls in general is it's not necessarily really selling, but more of like making sure that they understand. So it's not about selling more so, it's about understanding.
No. So
Okay, so it's custom made.
everything in here is custom made, right?
Okay.
Because I mean, like some of the problems that you might be facing aren't going to be exactly the problems that our other clients are facing. Maybe it can be similar, right? But I mean, everything here is custom, so it's going to be custom built for you. Your logo, your name, your brand. I mean, if you want to change up the color of your CRM, you can, but it's custom built.
What does it operate on? Like, do I know this software? Like, I just want to know if I'm familiar, or like, what is it like?
Sure. So we're partnered with Go High Level and House Call Pro. So House Call Pro is more so on the side of because I mean we work with providers, clinics, and everything such as that, right? So we're partnered with House Call Pro and Go High Level, but you're going to be operating on Go High Level, which will be building the custom systems inside Go High Level 44. Are you familiar with Go High Level?
No, that's why I asked. It'd be great if I could do some research and see if that jives.
You want to see? I can honestly, if you want, I can show you how the system or how the CRM looks like. If you want me to show you exactly how.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I love it.
Perfect. Okay, so give me a quick second here. Let me just log into one of our. We're actually setting up a system for our client right now, so I'll kind of show you exactly how his looks like in terms of like how everything kind of is set up so far. So let me know if you see my screen here.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Okay, perfect. So this is exactly how his system currently looks like, right? So like I said, once we build everything out, you're going to have like your dashboard, your convert conversations. And your dashboard is going to be like, obviously this isn't like everything right now, just because like he hasn't imported all his clients right now. But you're able to kind of track everything, right? For example, the total revenue, and it just says 0 right now because there's not any information right now imported. But you can see the opportunity statuses, you can see the funnels. You can pretty much track everything here, like all the analytics that you need, right? And even as you scale, right? I mean, if you want to kind of like hire like an in-house like marketer or something like that, or like a VA eventually, they can also kind of look at here and then see what you can work on, see what you guys can do to increase revenue as well, instead of having to track everything on like a Google Sheets or manual, spreadsheet, right? So this is kind of how the dashboard looks. Conversations, you can obviously have conversations with the clients here, and etc. Calendars, you have like your own separate integrated calendar in here as well, so you can see all the appointments in here. And obviously if you want to connect like your personal calendar in here as well, you can. But if you just want this to be like more business related, then you just connect your business, which is Betty at bettyswindows.com in here, right? So with that being said as well, there's also contacts. So obviously it's showing you exactly like all your contacts in here. And obviously, like I know you mentioned that you already have all your clients in Jobber. I mean, it's super easy. We can just help you import those leads in here by like just clicking here, import, and then kind of going into contacts and just importing like, a file in here. So now all your information, well, not all your information, but all your leads, your clients in Jobber, they're pretty much all imported into the system that we built out for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's essentially it. And obviously everything here is not really something you need to be really worrying about. Obviously there's automations that me and my developers are going to build for you. There's payments as well, right? If you want to kind of have like your own separate contract or your payment link in here as well, instead of having to go through Stripe or, PayPal, we can connect PayPal in here if you need to, or Stripe. But these are also your opportunities tab as well, right? So you can kind of like keep track of your clients. Let me see if this loads here. Give me a quick second here. Okay, so you can obviously like opportunities like new requests, people who booked appointments, people who are in progress at the moment, people who are completed, and then people who paid, right? So it's kind of like showing you like a whole opportunity set of how everything works. If that makes sense.
On the paid side, because that's just an input that I do after the job is done, or is that also?
This can be automated. So once the job is done, let's say you start the job at 11 and or let's say your typical work hours are 11 to 2, so like 2 hours, right? Once that 2 hours is finished, it's going to automatically after like the 30-minute mark, it's going to automatically send them like a receipt or like a link for them to also review you on Google or Yelp. So not only are you receiving the payment, but they're also going to get like a follow-up message as well. telling them like, instead of you always having to ask some people like when you're at the
Yeah,
door.
the pre receipt that's probably a no, but definitely a follow up. Definitely an invoice and a follow up. Yeah.
Yeah, the invoice and follow up definitely. Yeah, so after like 30 minutes or an hour after the appointment is done, just because we don't want to do it like right away, just because we don't want them to think it's like an AI, right? So I mean, after 30 minutes or an hour, like once the appointment's done, we can send them the invoice and a link to review you guys as well. So you guys are able to also get on top of SEO.
Cool.
Yeah. So kind of going back to the presentation, kind of sharing my screen again. Give me a quick second. Oops. Sharing my full screen. Okay, cool. Now you can see it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is obviously, I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not too sure if you've seen our clients, but these are their results. But this is also just a few other case studies as well on how we help our clients in terms of helping them scale by just implementing these simple automation systems in place, right? So this is exactly how it's gonna work in terms of the pricing. And before we get kind of into that, I want to kind of like limit all questions. So I'm just very curious. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice here. Is there any questions, any sort of anything that you need to ask me? Because I know you had a lot of questions. So just want to kind of limit that before we get into pricing here.
Okay, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So this is our guarantee, right? I know this might feel a little new to you, and I totally get that because I mean AI automations and having systems implemented is kind of like a new thing now. But like I said, I mean, if you don't see the value, if you don't see the results in the first 45 days while working with us, we can either give you all your investment money back, or we can work with you until it does. So that's our guarantee. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, cool. So this is essentially the investment that pays for itself, right? Now the implementation fee is $1,500, so it's one-time implementation fee. So once you pay the $1,500, the system is 4 years to keep. Obviously, if you want to make changes and if you feel like there's some automations and systems that are kind of like not really working, you let us know in Slack and we'll fix that for you for free. But obviously, if there are other systems that you want to implement down the line, for example, like having your AI voice assistant in place or having like your own, like having like other systems in place, right? Kind of like having like other categories in that aspect. Obviously, we're going to charge for that, but at this moment in time right now with what you're looking for, it's a flat $1,500 implementation fee, right? Now, the $499 is going to be ad spend. So if you want to start running ads with Meta, like you mentioned, it's going to be $30 a month. That's typically what we want to do. But if you just want to do $20 a day, we can start off with $20. And let's say you're not really getting the results and you're not really getting as much leads coming in, we can pretty much up that as well. But typically we like to stay at $499 in terms of ad spend a month. In terms of like,
well, no, you're saying $499. What is the $499? My ad spend or
that's yours? That's not our fee. That $499 is yours. So you're spending your own money into ad spend. We're doing the marketing for you for free.
Oh, okay. It looks like on the deck plus ad spend. No. Okay. Copy. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. But yeah, like I said, just to give you some clarity, $1,500 is the flat out fee, and the $499 is just for you to cover. That's kind of like base average on what you need to be covering for ad spend for Meta ads.
Cool.
And then this is just obviously if you don't want to do Meta ads, totally fine. But this is the $1,500 as well in terms of just the implementation fee by itself.
15. Yep. Go ahead.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, with that being said, that's essentially how the investments paid out. Investments work, all the systems we're going to be implementing for you, and how our processes work.
Yeah, but what about the marketing? What is that?
Marketing in terms of?
Yeah, you said that you're partnered with a marketing agency, right?
We have an in-house marketing agency. We're not partnered. We have an in-house marketing team that we have.
Sorry, my apologies. But okay, so then where's that aspect of this pricing?
In terms of the $1,500?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the $1,500, everything that is included is obviously having your CRM implemented, having the automations built out. And
yeah, but if I don't have any leads coming in, none of it matters. So what about the marketing aspect of it?
The marketing, so what exactly are you looking for marketing? I mean, we can set up.
Okay, like you said, you'll write scripts and you'll send them, you have an editing team. So how does that work on your site with me? What is this, that's why I was confused with the $499.
So I'm gonna go back to that. So that $499, so don't even think about the $499. Don't even think about that. That is completely for you to spend. For example, it's like that fee is going strictly into Meta ads. So we're essentially going to put your credit card into Meta ads, and all that is going to just.
But you're managing the Meta ads, right?
Yeah, but we're not able to see your. We're not going to be able to see that. We're not going to be able to see your how much you're spending, or we can see how much you're spending, but we're not going to be able to see private information like that. So you'll be.
Okay, so the Meta account is mine. So that's a great point. And
correct.
two, okay, so the part of for this system to work is that I need on the sales side that marketing thing. So when you say, okay, so I pay the $1,500 and then I can ask you for a couple of scripts to shoot and I send it back for the editing. That's how it works?
So, correct. So how it's going to work is if you do not have any sort of videos, it's totally okay if you don't. Do you not have any videos that you've used to run ads, or is this like the first?
No, I haven't ran ads yet. No. I mean, I've done some reels on my Instagram, but I haven't ran ads.
Okay, perfect. So typically how that would work is we can either do image static ads. So that's just going to be like without showing your face. It's just going to be pretty much like just a normal image ad, right? I'm sure you've seen those image ads before on Facebook, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can either go that route, which does have a lot of conversions, right? Don't get me wrong. It's not like it doesn't.
Yeah, it's me talking in front of the camera and being like, hey, are your windows dirty? Come in the blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, and we can also do that as well. So in terms of that, we have like I said, we have an in-house marketing team. We pretty much have everything. So what you're going to do on that aspect is you can honestly just shoot with your phone as well. It's not like you need a camera. It's not like you need like a fancy Canon or like a Sony camera. You can just do this on your iPhone. Or
no, I get it. No, I know how to do stuff. No, I get that.
But yeah,
I'm just wondering where you guys come in on that. Like, what? So every month, so I can just come back to you and ask you for another ad, or like that's included in the 1,500?
that is correct.
It's an ongoing relationship in terms of the scripts and the.
All you're just keep it in simple terms. The only thing that you're essentially going to cover is the ad spend, right? Obviously, if you want to up it to 35.
So you're saying that the system is managing is part of my Meta account?
No, still no. So that's a good question. So all the data and the analytics on that Meta account can be specifically seen on your CRM as well. We can integrate that into your CRM. So let's say that you obviously can clearly see all the analytics in your Meta Ads account, but if you just want to kind of see it like in one system, like one centralized system, we can pretty much import all that data into the CRM that we built for you. So instead of you having to go back and forth into your CRM, into Meta Ads, you can just see all that data inside your CRM. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
And just to answer your question as well, that's obviously I'm not too sure if this is what you're asking, but yeah, we'll give you description frameworks. Obviously, we have an in-house marketing team. We have editors as well. So what we'll do essentially from that aspect is pretty much help you. We'll give you description frameworks. Once you're done with that, just pretty much send that over to us on a Google Drive, and then from that Google Drive, we'll do all the editing. We'll make sure that it's up and ready for you. And then from there on out, we just pretty much handle it from there. That's pretty much on our.
And then you give it back to me so I can put it on the Meta Ads. Right?
No. So we're gonna give it to you for review first. Once you approve it, that's when we'll put it onto Meta Ads for you. So you're not doing anything, just recording and reviewing the video, of course, or the images.
Okay. Okay. And then how many times can I do that?
Well, typically it takes about a week or two to start seeing some results.
Yeah, I'm not saying like one a day or something. I'm saying like after 6 months or for like another year, whatever, I want to kind of update it. You guys keep doing that?
For that, it's typically because obviously with our editors, it's typically $59.
You haven't thought about it?
No.
What is it?
It's typically $59 a month, so $59 a month if you want to do another app. So let's say this, right? To get started, you can we're gonna give you description frameworks for 3 ads. That way we're able to test it for 45 days because that's our guarantee, right? Obviously our guarantee is if you don't see the results.
Yeah, and then so you guys, so it's my Meta account. You're just kind of giving you access. You're managing it.
Same thing as the CRM. We're gonna build you the CRM, but you're gonna be the admin. You're gonna be the owner of it. We're just gonna manage the CRM as well. So that's essentially how it goes.
Okay.
Cool.
You wouldn't recommend it doesn't make sense that I would stick to Jobber, even though I really like Jobber a lot.
Yeah, and we can definitely, like I said, we can definitely move forward today. And obviously, if on our next call, when we get you onboarded, which obviously we will on our next call, we can see exactly how you work in Jobber. I'll kind of give you some.
Yeah, I don't want to give you false expectations. I'm not going to make a decision today about it. I have to think about it, but it looks. Let me think about it. But it looks great. I think it's a great deal, to be honest. Okay. And so, yeah, let me think about it. I just don't like making decisions on calls.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And here's my perspective. You mind if I give you a quick perspective, real quick?
Yeah.
My goal here is to honestly help you make a good decision, right? Obviously, there's nothing that I'm going to force you to do anything on. That's not the type of person I am, or that's not what we do here, right? The main thing that I want to just make sure that we're on the same page here is just to see if how committed are you in terms of growing the business, scaling business, and just being committed on you actually moving the business forward. Because
these are the types of questions that I don't like because not saying I don't like you. I'm saying I don't like these type of questions because they're part of us. They're part of a system, that make the other person agree with it, and then. So just don't use that type of language. I don't like the new age fucking. I've researched it. I've studied. I
know hard sells stuff like that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I just want if we're gonna do business together, I just want you to talk to me like a human being, not that because I already see right through it, and then I don't get to see if you're actually gonna do what you say you're gonna do. I just see it as it's a bit of it's a line that leads to another line, and it's supposed to be it's effective, man. For people that haven't fucking known about it, it's super effective, but. Anyways, long tangent. Let me give you a gift, okay? Before you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you consider that. Anyways, your logo, dude. Black and gold. It's a great name. But I don't see it in your logo. I get confused by it. But a black and gold thing, almost like a pyramid type of thing, where the essentials is the foundation of this, and these colors. That would really pop. It would really stand out.
Yeah, and just to give you a quick clarity on that, we actually changed the logo into white and green. Let me actually show you exactly how, I'm going to show you how it looks now. Give me a quick second. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. So that's kind of this is how it looks right now. So our editing team just kind of changed up the logo just because
much better. This is much better.
Exactly.
Although it looks like a football team,
that's exactly what I said. I was like, does this look like a football team or something? It's definitely better than the generic blue and orange.
For sure. Yeah, there's something here. Yeah,
just because we've been using that logo for about three years now. So decided to change it, but yeah, we'll definitely consider the black and gold. Everything's kind of already updated, so we'll definitely consider that for sure.
Anyways, man, it was good
Cool.
talking to you.
Yeah, no,
But,
absolutely. So let's do this,
yeah.
right? So obviously, I know you have, you want to definitely think about this. Totally fine. No commitment on this call whatsoever. But I want to do my due diligence here, right? So what I can do is I can send you over the recording of the meeting if you just want to, just do your due diligence and kind of like go over everything again on your
Yeah,
own
that'd
time.
be great, man. That's super. Yeah, I like that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'll send that over, and then I'll also send you over the presentation deck as well if you want to, just kind of chime in and see everything that we've talked about on this call.
Cool.
And let's do this as well. I mean, I'll give you some time to think about it, and we can definitely set up a follow-up call. I don't have availability because I want to give you like at least 1 or 2 days to think about it. So I don't have availability for like Tuesday or Wednesday like afternoon, but I do have availability like around morning on Wednesday or even Thursday as well if that works best for you.
Yeah, perfect, sir. ¿Qué te dio un tecito? Es mi amigo. Dile hola. Hola.
I wish
Okay, call me on Thursday, man. Just text me.
Okay.
This is Scarlett. Yeah, this is Scarlett. That's my daughter.
Okay, cool. So what time on Thursday you want to shoot for that? Just want to make sure that it's good time for you.
Yeah, that's a good question.
And check your schedule for me so I can see what.
Yeah, Thursday afternoon should work. I just have one long job in the morning.
Okay, you have one job in the morning, so you want to shoot for.
Yeah.
Let me see here. You said Thursday afternoon works best for you.
Yeah, Thursday afternoon.
You want to shoot for 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. on Thursday?
Sure, 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will send you all the resources over, and then I'll send you the invitation. Well, I'll let Riley know to send you over the invitation for 2 p.m. on Thursday. Then.
Cool, man.
All
Great.
right, perfect. Talk to you soon. Take care.
All right, man. You too.
Bye.